President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been advised to channel investment to public infrastructure rather than share the 7.47 billion naira palliatives amongst workers and vulnerable groups. Economic expert Dr. Gbenga Adeoye met us known in the chat with Galaxy TV News following the recommendation of the National Economic Council on the impact of fuel subsidy removal. Correspondent John Felix reports.
On Thursday, the National Economic Council recommended palliatives for workers and vulnerable groups to ameliorate the harsh effects of fuel subsidy removal. Since its removal, Nigerians have been made to pay even much more for goods and services. What then is the quickest intervention to ameliorate the sufferings Nigerians have had to encounter? Economic expert Dr. Gbenga Adeoye said government must prioritize investment in public goods such as road and rail transportation. He noted that sharing of cash would not have any impact on Nigerians.
But I'm not suggesting that they should start sharing cash. This is going to bring a relief that will not have any impact. Because at best, some people will be getting 1,000, 2,000 naira. Highest will be maybe 5,000. And that will not achieve anything. What we need is public goods. So if you have this volume of money, in fact, the calculation that we did, if you are buying 200 buses per senatorial district, the government will need about 1.something trillion. So now you are talking about 740 something. So you need about 500 billion more to achieve the purchase of the buses that will go around. And don't give it to state government to manage. The buses will disappear when they are leaving office. So you look for experts who are into transportation. It's coming to you first like a grant, but you are going to pay back without interest. And you run it effectively. We monitor your maintenance, the tire replacement, servicing of the engine, and then the savings for you to be able to replace these buses so that we can have it in a continuous way.
Despite the moves of President Bola Tinubu in his quest to sanitize the polity, Dr. Adeoye says spotlight should be given to other agencies of government towards the actualization of Mr. President's economic blueprint.
Transform NNPC completely. Let the refinery work like a normal business. You get the crude, you pay for it, you refine, and you sell. And if you like, don't let your refinery work as a businessman. That's your own cup of tea. So if we allow our 4 refineries to be like a private company, and it's working very well, so cost of production will be cheaper because we are getting the crude in Nigeria, and then distribution continues. So NNPC should be stripped off of government involvement. So you see a lot of people collecting fat salary without adding any value. And you know how difficult it is to get employment in NNPC. We're not going to allow that anymore. From what Mr. President is doing now, the next reform is going to go to NNPC, is going to go to the Federal Inland Revenue. So there will be transformation. It needs to go to NCC, several, the Nigerian Port Authority, the aviation, where they just show us a borrowed aircraft and claim that aeroplane is ours, Air Nigeria or Nigeria Air, what do they call it, only to see Ethiopian number on the aircraft.
There's no better time than now for the federal government to engage local vehicle manufacturers for the production of CNG and electronic automobiles, which can reduce the pressure on petrol. From Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, John Felix reporting for Galaxy Television News.
And now to drug-related matters where